Withlacoochee River Electric Cooperative. Member-owned, community-focused.
Hello and welcome to the Turkey Man Show. I'm Kevin Vaughn, or better known here at WREC as the Turkey Man. I'm a longtime Withlacoochee lineman. Today I'm sitting down and speaking with WREC's General Manager, Mr. David Lambert. Welcome to the Turkey Man Show.
Good morning, Turkey Man. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Glad to have you. So let's jump right into it. So how long have you been with WREC?
Well, before we start that, today's Veterans Day, and I want to thank all of our veterans who served our great country and those here at Withlacoochee. We have a lot of great people who are veterans, and today's their day, and I want to honor them. And also, Turkey Man, your grandfather, Willard Van Orden, who is 103, folks, and he was at D-Day in the Battle of the Bulge, and he's still here with us.
He is, yeah.
Yeah,
he's doing pretty good for 103. So.
Well, I want to personally thank him for his service.
Yes, thank you very
country.
much. Yes, he's our hero for sure.
Definitely, he's all of our heroes. Our veterans are definitely our heroes, and I've been at WREC for over 30 years. Great career.
Absolutely. Well, I remember I've been here almost that long, so we've kind of been together a little bit of that time. I remember when you were still on the line crew.
Yeah, spent a lot of time on the line.
Yeah.
13 years of my career on the line, and the Bayonet Point District. Went through the apprenticeship program like all of our linemen, became a journeyman lineman. But I started my career in the Bayonet Point District as a meter reader and customer service, and then went from there and went to the line and went through the apprenticeship program and worked in engineering. And while I was going through college and stuff at nights and weekends, and then became the manager of member relations, and from there, just my career grew with HR and job training, safety, and purchasing, and to become the general manager. So I'm very grateful for the co-op and in what I have been able to do here. There's not many places today where you can start off at the very bottom and become the CEO and general manager
work
of a
your way
co-op.
up. That's right. So what do you enjoy most about working at WREC?
I think what I enjoy most about working with WREC is the people. We got great people here at the co-op. When I came here, to be quite honest with you, I was a young, dumb kid, and I thought, well, I'll stay a couple of years and see how it goes.
Right.
And after getting here, I just fell in love with the place. It was a
Absolutely.
culture and people that I knew that I just wanted to be with and be a part of. And that's what's kept me here so long. And then our members too. We got great members who care about the co-op and care about its mission and our board. So we're truly blessed to be a local company that just works to build better communities, and I think that's what I'm all about.
Yes, it's been an awesome career for myself also. I mean, everybody that works here, it's a great place to be. So, I mean, what motivates you in your work? I know you've been involved in a lot of charity work, Vincent House being one of them, and some many others.
Well, I think it's nice to be at a company that values what you do in our community, and I think what motivates me here is not only being able to do the work at the co-op and meet our members and give reliable power.
Right.
Just take a look at the hurricanes we experienced last year.
Yes, sir.
If there was ever a trying time, we all three within a few months, two of them were in the top three worst in our history, Milton and Helene.
Yes.
But I sit back and all and watched our employees, our members, and everybody come together. That's, I think, what kind of pulls me together and motivates me to work. And, the co-op's just a different model. We're not some investor-owned utility that's got stockholders in Europe and China and everything else. Our stockholders are right on Main Street, right in our communities. They're our members. And, what better system can you have than that?
Right, we're very community-oriented. Everything is about the community, and reaching out to the community and providing for our community. That's what it's based on, So
Well, it's funny you bring that up. So, I consider WREC we're a great power company. There's no doubt about that. There's a lot of great power companies out there, but what really separates us, we're not really a power company. We are a community development organization.
That's true.
I mean, that's what we do. We work to better our communities, and not just the ones we serve, but a lot of them that are in the county that we serve. So we may not serve the city of Dade City, but when Hurricane Milton hit, we helped restore power to that city.
Right.
We help build things within our communities that nobody else gets to do. So I think that's what really drives the success of the co-op. It really drives me.
Right.
A prime example, that's our education foundation. $12,000 college scholarships. It's millions of dollars invested in our community in education of our kids, our grandkids, which, by the way, Turkey Man, I don't know if you know this, I'm going to be a grandfather.
Oh, awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, first time.
Oh, there's nothing like it. Nothing like it.
I can't wait. I really can't wait. So, just to see the people's lives we touched and changed, just
Right.
like at Vincent House, the Boy Scouts, feeding Pasco's elderly,
Right.
those types of things. It's Veterans Day. We sponsored the Veterans Monument. We're the primary sponsor for the Veterans Monument in East Pasco and West Pasco on two parks, Wesley Chapel Park and Veterans Memorial Park, that's going to honor our veterans. Where else can you get to be a part of the community like that?
Right.
So we exist solely to service our members and our communities.
So I guess you would feel like that's part of your personal success, is being able to be part of that, the community, and that being able to give back to the community and participate in those things.
It's kind of funny. I got that you mentioned that. I got asked one time on a panel that I was on, how did I want to be known in this new role
Right.
as general manager? And I said, I just want to be known as a local community member who did the best he could do to strengthen the community that I live in. I've lived here
Right.
almost all my life, all but 8 months of my life. So I think that's what really separates us apart. At WREC, we're not looking for a bunch of national attention or anything like that. We look to make local headlines
Right.
of the good we do in our community. We want our members and the people, our elected officials, people who've never ever met us before, to come in and say, hey, this is a great utility, but more importantly, it's a great community-based organization.
So that would play into how would you describe, WREC's the workplace culture? I mean, the culture of our linemen, our employees.
I believe we have the best culture around, and I measured that by the number of people that want to come to work for the cooperative.
In the amount of years that most people stay, I mean, that says a lot about the culture here.
Most people stay 40 years at the co-op, but we had recently a position open at one of our district offices, and within a couple of days, and it was an entry-level position, within a couple of days we had over 500 and some applicants, local applicants, of people who wanted to come to work at the co-op. I see all around the country where people are struggling to get linemen, people are struggling to get people to come and work for the system. Not with Withlacoochee. We have a great culture, and that culture is based on the people that we have here. And
Absolutely.
I don't think you can find one better. I enjoy coming to work every day. There hasn't been a day, and every job has its ups and downs.
Sure.
But I've enjoyed every day coming to work at Withlacoochee in my career. Even those days that we were out doing line work at 3 o'clock in the morning and raining and thunderstorms,
yes,
or hurricanes being sent on storm duty, things like that, not a day that I didn't enjoy it. So.
Well, that's what, for me, has made it enjoyable. Those times, it's a brotherhood, especially coming from linemen, as we were.
Yep.
there's that brotherhood, and that's part of the strength of our culture, I think, is working together and that, being part of that kind of ability to get along and work and do things that not everybody can do, really. It takes a special person to be a lineman, I believe, and of course it takes everybody.
It takes everybody
in the co-op, but coming from the perspective of a lineman, it takes a little bit of grit, little bit of stick to itiveness, to be out there in those kind of conditions. So.
Absolutely. I've got a lot of stories I could tell about that. Some bad, some good. But I wouldn't trade any of it. And I think that's the culture of WREC coming in every day. We have our call center here in the Dade City office. And I was speaking to some folks the other day, and their call center is in India. Well, our call center, when you call into the co-op, you don't get somebody in India.
That's right.
You don't get somebody in another country. You get people who work and live right here with you, and they take good care of our members. So it does, like you said, it takes a true village, and those folks do it successfully every day. And I'm very proud of the work that they do.
Absolutely.
Our call center hold times are less than a minute and a half. You're not going to find that. And then when you get somebody, you get your friend or your neighbor who's local, who can answer your questions and can handle those things. Just like when somebody comes out to your home, they don't come out to your home from a contractor to redesign your power system. They come out and they're a co-op employee. You get firsthand dealings with somebody that's in your community. So I think that's what sets us apart. We're almost 600 employees now, Kevin. Can you believe that?
That's it's grown since I've started. Definitely has grown. So
yeah, and we've doubled in size in the last 22 years.
Right.
So we're going to be close to 300,000 members in the next year and a half. That's
definitely
unprecedented.
Yes, it definitely has grown, and it's going to continue to grow with more and more people moving into the area, and so that it's good. So, what do you see as WREC's greatest strength as a cooperative? What would you say our greatest strength would be?
I think our greatest strength is our resiliency and our commitment to our communities. Our resiliency, we've had a lot of challenges, from storms to rapid growth. Those types of challenges have been significant, but also, too, the ever-changing landscape of this energy business. So we're fortunate. We co-ops years ago formed a generation and transmission cooperative called Seminole Electric Cooperative, which we own, and 8 other co-ops throughout the state of Florida own. And I'm on their board, plus 2 of our board members are on their board, and that helps us really guide our energy resources and keeps our rates very competitive. For example, the co-op is a not-for-profit co-op, and Seminole's a not-for-profit electric cooperative. They generate the power that the membership receives.
Right.
And at the end of the year, if they make any money, that is returned to Withlacoochee and its members in the form of capital credits. And that brings me to capital credits this year. I think that the co-op has had a very successful year, and we're going to return $24.2 million in capital credits this year.
And that's awesome.
It's unbelievable. We operate at cost. So through the course of our time, we have returned more than $530 million back to our members.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah.
Not only do we have some of the lowest rates in the state of Florida, but if you consider what we do in returning of capital credits to our members, it's unprecedented. And one of the things that really is critical, not only do we get into the community and we get our hands dirty and we work to try to make it better and to help our community grow and prosper, but also, we do a lot of things by trying to keep rates affordable, to keep our bills to where our members can afford the electricity that they get.
Right.
And everything that we do, we focus on reliability, safety, community development, but one of the biggest things that we focus on every day is affordability.
Right.
And I want to thank our employees because they're at the front lines of making sure that we do things in a very sound manner to where we can return capital credits back to our members.
Efficiency, safety, and all those things all play into that. So.
It's a big part of it, and they all play in it together. It's how we work every single year. This year, the co-op, thank goodness we didn't have any hurricanes.
Yes.
The hurricanes cost us over $50 million last year.
It was an incredible time. I know I've been on quite a few storm duties since I've been here, and that was the hardest we've ever been hit. So.
It is, and not only have we recovered, not all the way financially, but we've recovered substantially from that. Last year, we offered a pretty significant capital credit refund, and this year we were able to do it again. So that's just goes to the strength and resiliency of our business and how efficient the co-op's being run. $24.2 million capital credit refund. Our members can expect to see that on their December bill. That's huge. Some of our members, like my parents, don't get a December electric bill. So
right, that's awesome.
Where else can you have that?
Well, in this world, not too many places. But speaking of that, thinking of the future, what challenges do you think WREC may face in the near future? What do you see as some of the challenges for our cooperative?
Well, I think one of the things that we're really heavily focused on now is making sure that we meet the energy needs. So when our members go in and turn that light switch on,
right,
or their air conditioner comes on in the summer, or a new business moves in, that we've got the power to meet their needs. And not only meet their needs, but to do it affordably and reliably.
Right.
That can be a challenge. Everything changes politically in Washington, D.C.
Sure.
So, and we have this new thing called data centers that are coming on out there.
Right.
And, we're seeing across the country where artificial intelligence is, with these data centers, is driving energy consumption. So not only do we need to look to make sure that we have enough needs to do that, but we need to make sure all of our members have enough power to power their homes and their businesses. And that's going to be a challenge as we come in the future. But the positive thing about that is we're investing heavily in that. Seminole Electric is building a brand new power plant right here in Pasco County. And like I said, we own Seminole, us and 8 other co-ops.
And that's the generation side you're talking about.
That is the generation side. The co-op members, we grew at a 4.3% this year.
Okay.
That's in 2024, In 2024, we're going to be roughly the same this year. That's significant. And with that growth, members' energy needs are going up. And so while your electric bill is one of the lowest price things that you can have, it still don't take our eye off of cost, but energy delivery is critical.
Right.
So we've created an entirely new department here at the cooperative, run by one of our long-term employees, Joe Burden. It's energy delivery and system reliability.
Yes, sir.
Him and with his team, we're working to make sure that we properly clear power lines from trees and vegetation. We're totally enhancing what we're doing and rebuilding our infrastructure to withstand larger and stronger storms. And also, we're investing heavily in our transmission infrastructure to ensure that we have the transmission capability to provide power to those members. And
meet the demands, yes.
To meet the demands.
Right.
While we have changed significantly in how energy is used, just think about this. You got a smartphone. Your TV's all smart. When those things may be off, but they're still on, right?
Right.
Your AC homes have gotten larger from when, in the 60s and 70s. We just want to make sure that we have the energy to meet the growing needs of our members. And when it's there, it's on, it's reliable, and it's affordable. Cost, we focus on costs on everything, especially in today's environment where we've had hyperinflation and our members are struggling. it's our responsibility to make sure we can try to ease that burden on them.
Right. That's a lot of good information to our members out there, and maybe it'll help them understand how the co-op works and how it functions, and all the things, the challenges that we do deal with. But at the same time, we're able to give back to the community, and that's what we're about. So
that's what we're all about.
Yeah.
And it's just so wonderful to be part of a company that has that mission, and the culture we have here is second to none, and that's because we've got great employees, and I'm so grateful for them. I'm grateful for our board. But I would think moving forward, we're going to continue to invest heavily, not just millions, but hundreds of millions of dollars into strengthening our system, making it more resilient, building transmission infrastructure. Through our investment in Seminole Electric Cooperative, we're going to make sure that we have the power that our members need to not only power them today, but 7,500 years in the future. So we're doing that every day, and we're also, while we work on keeping costs affordable with Withlacoochee, 64%, 65% of your power bill actually goes straight to Seminole Electric Cooperative
to generate that. That's
electricity.
right. Yeah, that's the biggest cost actually is the generation.
The generation is the biggest cost that we have, and so we work every day with Seminole, and Seminole's a fine organization.
Yes.
Fine electric cooperative, generation and transmission cooperative. We work every day to make sure that we can keep their rates as affordable as possible as well, and we're fortunate to be able to do that because we have input. We're not just buying from somebody who's generating power out there. We're generating our own through Seminole.
Right.
And we're doing everything we can do to make sure that they keep their rates as affordable. Because at the end of the day, we want affordable, reliable, environmentally friendly energy. But when people go in and kick their lights, like this morning, we're having winter early in Florida, right?
Yes.
I got this morning at my house.
It was a little chilly today.
It was a little chilly. I got up at my house this morning, and it was 33 degrees when I got in the truck to come to work at 5 o'clock this morning. But when I went in, my heat was running, and we had the capacity we needed.
Right. And, I've been to places that doesn't have reliable energy. And that's what makes the community strong. I mean, you're able to prosper, to grow, and when you have that reliable energy, it makes all the difference. Because if you don't have that reliable side of it, that reliable energy, it causes a lot of issues in places.
Yeah, I think, too, one of the things that we're investing in, not only are we investing in the transmission infrastructure that we have in our distribution lines, we're also investing heavily in substations. We have been on a effort to purchase substation sites. We're almost through that. We're going to need 25 new substations in the next 10 years. That's historic at any level.
Right. And that's part of the challenge you were talking about earlier is acquiring those properties and getting those things built and done, and we can do it.
We can do it, and we've got 5 under construction right now.
Right.
That's very good because it's going to ensure that we have the substation capacity to meet the ever-changing demand of our members. And demand hasn't gone down. Demand has gone up.
It keeps going up.
And it keeps going up. Well, it's just like you're in the Crystal River District, which was typically one of our it was our smallest district, but didn't have a lot of growth. But you're seeing a lot of growth up there now.
Tremendous amount of growth. Parkways going through, underground parks going in. It's just a tremendous amount of growth and expansion, and it's definitely busy.
And we're seeing that all across the system. We're going to add 10,000 new accounts or more this year projected. But a lot of those accounts are going to be industrial accounts. We got a brand new Amazon distribution facility that's going to open up. We've got Target distribution facility that's going to open up. We have a new company called Southeast Culvert that is going to start manufacturing in in our area. Not only that, we have a ton of other small businesses,
Sure.
grocery stores, restaurants, you name it, that are coming in, and we're building a system to meet that demand, not only with the energy that they need, but with the distribution system they need to be resilient and to be able to service our members, all while investing in our communities to help strengthen
That's
them.
amazing. Yeah, that's amazing that we're able to do that, and it's a good feeling to be able to provide that service to our members. David, do you have anything else you would like to add this morning?
I just want to, again, thank our veterans, and I
Yes.
want to thank your grandfather.
Thank you very much.
You know, to get to sit to talk about him and him be still here with us at 103 years old, and he was at D-Day in the Battle of the Bulge. That's a great honor.
Absolutely, yes. And he's, to all our veterans, anybody that served this great nation, we are so thankful for their sacrifice and time they spent away from their families and all the sacrifices that are made. We definitely honor them today.
Honor them today, and I just want to wish our members a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday and a Merry Christmas, and we look forward to a great year.
Yes, we have a
at the
lot to be
cooperative.
thankful for, that's for sure.
We do.
Well, thank you, David, for being here today, and I want to thank everyone for listening to the Turkey Man Show.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yep, thank you.
Withlacoochee River Electric Cooperative. Member owned, community focused.